Hello guys and welcome to another Napoleon Total Multiplayer Battles. I am here with, let's see here, I'm thinking this lovely 3v3 here on Grassy Flats. As once again I'm here with Elite and Tip, as we're going up against Row and King Potato. As my binge, or what would you want to call it, marathon of playing as Prussia continues. In literal, my first, 35 episodes were me playing as nothing. Let's see here. So, we can see that, Tip is playing as the Ottomans, and Elite is playing as the Dutch. So, let's see what Tip's army is here. He's got, I'm only assuming 4 Nizam lights. Looks like a couple Delhi horsemen. Oh, he's only got 2 cap. He's got 4 cav units. Looks like 1 unit Delhis, 2 mountain Nizams, and a Safai cav, and a decent chunk of line here. Good, decent chunk of line. And then my usual army build: Life Guard, 8th Life, 4 Prussian Fusiliers, 4 Hussars, and rest being Musketeers and General Staff. And then Elite over here goes by 4 Dutch flankers, and then a lot of the line infantry, and a lot of cav. Let's see here, how many cav units does he have? It looks like he has 6 cav units. He's also got 1 or 2 militia sitting in line somewhere. Maybe he doesn't have militia this round. He usually brings militia. This may have been one of the only rounds he didn't. So, at this point, I'm still giving myself these lovely formations of making my lights tire quicker. And eventually I have stopped doing that and actually made them run in tight formation or line formation before putting them into skirmish mode. As you can see, trying to fit as many men in here as I possibly can. But, as we wait for the lovely deployment phase to end, we will see the enemy teams. As Elite is going up against a lovely Prussian over here, being based of 3 Prussian Fusiliers and a Silesian Schutzen. And he's got a whole bunch of foot guards down the line. I see 4 foot guards. Then the rest will be Musketeers, and then a Cuirassier, 2 Cuirassiers, and a Lancer, along with Count von blah blah. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. I'm not even going to attempt it. And then my French opponent brought 4 Chasseurs, regular General Staff, and a whole bunch of Fusiliers of the line. Some Cuirassiers, Chasseurs HFL. He's also got some Young Guard, a lot of Young Guard. And of course when he had Swiss Foot, but no, he's only got Young Guard and a couple Fusiliers. He's even got Emperor's Dragoons too. Dragoons, Cuirassiers. He's got a good little combination of cav there. And then Tip's British opponent brings nothing but light foot, or his lights. 42nd Black Watch, a whole bunch of Highlanders. Gotta love Highlanders. Gotta get those kilts. And some light dragoons. Got a whole bunch of foot guard. Oh, he's got 1 foot guard. He's got 2 foot guards. King's Legion foot, another foot. And then regular General Staff. So this battle is going to be, I wouldn't say fairly quick, but it's going to be a decently quick battle. But this combat over here is going to be the first part of the battle, really. As Elite is slowly pushing up. As you can see, I still have my lights in skirmish formation, because I also knew for a fact that Grassy Flats was a bit less of a energy driving map. So I was worried about tiring out my lights in long runs on this map. But the Prussian here is pretty much pushed his cav way over and just basically got that unit shot up. Only got 6 kills, but that's what happens when you bring your cav too close to a line. They will get shot up, even though this is really crappy line infantry. as Elite is doing a push. And at this point, he's moving up a lot of his cav. Right behind his line at this point. As you can see, the Prussian... No, those are Silesians. Hello. You're all about to die. Have fun. So, obviously the Silesians got out the first shots. That unit got shot up pretty good. Took 12 losses on all those volleys. See, Elite's kind of, in a way, suiciding that cav unit, unfortunately. Follow that unit. Not even gonna make it to the line. Nope, not even close. So unfortunately that cav unit's already gone. And the Prussian is making his own charge. Oh, and there's the first volley from Elite's lights. Doing some good damage, I'd have to say. Shot up that Lancer pretty good. Shot up this Musketeer pretty good. His Musketeer line's already dropped pretty good. And this center, or at least me and my opponent, will not be doing anything for a little while longer. As you can see now, the Prussian is pushing in this Lancer unit. Don't know why. Now charging in. Gonna get a charge in on those 4 Dutch flankers, doing a lot of damage. But Elite got another charge in himself against these Prussian Fusiliers, pretty much repaying what happened. Though I don't think as much damage was done to the Prussian Fusiliers as there was compared to the Dutch flankers. But now Elite is quickly pushing up his right flank, also doing a cav charge. Just letting his cav be the meat shield. But now this flank is pretty much the main battlefield. Oh wow, somehow that cav unit, a couple of those guys just went flying across the map. But as you can see, tip side still stare a little bit. No, or it's not going to be too much longer until combat starts on that side also. Because I believe the British guy is pushing up right now. Yep, here we go. First volleys coming in on this side also. Forcing a Black Watch just dropping like flies to stray bullets.
Stand aside. Let them.
And this flank here is falling fairly quickly to Elite's perfect strategized attack. So obviously the Prussian is faltering fairly quickly, and unfortunately my French opponent has charged in 2 cav units, as I am bringing in my cav to repel against them. As you can see on tip side here, he did a charge here into the foot guards to do a little bit of damage, plus got some volleys in too. Actually, I did not notice this one unit of Janissary Musketeers, or basically meat shield. But at this point, it's not really, let's just say, these foot guards are going to do some damage, but they're not going to do enough damage. For some reason, these French units just charged in right here. I don't know why. But Elite is getting continuous charges with his cav. And Prussian left flank has fallen. And I believe I will charge in my cav against these foot guards in a minute. And tip side over here, got a nice lovely charge in on this foot unit. And this poor foot guard square just getting shot up. See a lot of dead redcoats already. And then my French opponent is pushing up, but he's not pushed up into range. And here I am charging in a SAR unit, which I do not think this guy gets into square. No, he does not get into square. So I get a nice, lovely charge bonus on this foot guard. This 4-foot guard right here is also getting slaughtered. And now my Prussian Fusiliers have opened fire. And now I'm pushing up my main line to reinforce. As you can see, I have quite a good chunk of reserves right now. As my 1 cav unit still doing damage. And I do believe my lines are in range. Yeah, they're not firing.
Are running, sir.
It says they're in range, or at least firing at will. Here we go. So this poor Fusilier line is not going to do so well. As you can see, elites wrapping around the Prussian flank. There's already not much left of the Prussian. As you can see, my opponent is using his cav over here. I don't know what I'm doing with this unit. See, now there's a French cav charge coming in, mass cav charge. And as of right now, I'm kind of losing the line fight. So now when I'm going against Young Guard. As you can see, I'm trying to save off my units here, forming in a square, but unfortunately these Empress Dragoons and Dragoonie are going to cause a problem. But as you can see over here, Tip's kind of having a slight problem on the left flank. So those foot guards are getting to him just a little bit. Better units overall. And now the elite has pretty much wrapped up the Prussian, just a few remaining units to wrap up. You see, I'm just charging in this musketeer unit for some reason. I don't know why. I think I'm going to start getting a fall back here. As you can see, my line is faltering fairly quickly. But at this point, yeah, I'm starting to fall back. Probably going to start using these reserves here. You see, now there's nothing left of the former Prussian Blair. And now all the resistance is over here on the left flank with Tip and the British Blair and my center. Which obviously my center is not looking very pretty right now. But my reserves are coming in. As you can see, another lovely cav charge. Hoping that these foot guards and 8th Life don't open fire. Which I do believe I may have them off of fire at will. And I told Tip to start watching his right flank, so he's going to reform a few units to repel these smaller units of the French. And for some reason, this 1 cav unit is just standing there taking, I would say, bullets as of yet. Kill/die, which I'm pretty sure was prior to the Prussian. But now I'm starting to turn this battle around against the French on the flank, especially with the elite coming in. I unfortunately kind of slightly mauled that unit in charge. And as you can see, I did actually have my foot guards not off of fire at will. So I'm getting a few friendly fire kills. But you can see the French are starting to...
Our men are running, sir.
Still kind of trying to push through my center, but with the elite's entire army still alive, he's going to be able to produce a lot of reinforcement. You see Tip over here has had to fall back from this original battle line here. But now the British player is starting to overextend just a bit. As you can see, I'm starting to reform my lines to try and get them to start getting flanking fire on the French.
Our men are running, sir.
Hoping my foot guards and 8th Life Regiment, which for some reason my 8th Life Regiment has taken 5 losses. Probably going to be pushed into battle first over the foot guards. But as of right now, the battle is quickly turning into my favor once again. See, this unit of musketeers is still fighting after many melee charges. So after the large push that they made, the push is starting to falter, and now for some reason this Young Guard is just running in. I think it's charging. Yeah, they didn't put down their bayonets. Ran into my unit. 8th Life Regiment, not a fire at will. But as you see, the French have quickly crumbled here. Also, I would have to say slightly overextended.
Our men are
So my
running
fallback plan did work against, or in my favor, I should say. But as you can see, the British player still has a decent little amount of units, but you can see Tip still has also a good decent amount of units, so it's gonna be a fight to the death over here. As Elite is starting to send in reinforcements for Tip. See, I did push in my 8th Life Regiment over my foot carts just like I thought I'd do. I still have a musketeer unit in reserve. That's kind of surprising. My foot guard is back here, away from stray bullets. As you can see, the French player only remains in the battle with Fusilier and his general.
Our men are running, sir.
As the British player is trying to do whatever he can to do as much damage as possible, but there's not much left he can do against pretty much a whole army. I'd say half an army, and pretty much still another half army. So this is going to be a valiant last fight for these Highlanders, which are about to probably get hit pretty hard here in the next second or two. There's Light's going to open fire. I want to see a volley from them. Well, I guess there's not going to be a full volley, unfortunately. Last-ditch charge those Highlanders. So, yeah, this is pretty much the last remnants of the battle here. We'll look over the map before it's over. So as you can see over here, the first combat between Elite and the Prussian player. Just pretty much a quick and easy one fight, if you want to call it that. And then I had a bit more problems with my French player, but still ended up coming out victorious nonetheless.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
And Tip did have some resilience. Well, not resilience. It was a hard-fought battle against the British. Though obviously, yes, he still has quite a few men left. Either way, pretty much the end of this lovely battle. And this foot guard did come back from routing. That's just about to rout again to a giant morale drop. Nice flanking fire coming in. Dropping them like flies. Oh, that entire flank died. And they're still dying. Only thing left being his general. And there's some nice shots coming in against the general's units.
We have killed their
And his general has
now
died.
they must break.
So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully there's more to come, which I know for a fact there is. And see, I had a Hussar unit. I get 163 kills. That's my best unit out of them all. Cav. Gotta love Cav. So thank you guys for watching once again. More to come. Peace.